Good afternoon, Lake Placid High School. Today is February 22nd, 2018. Hello, I am the Big Show, and this is DNN News. Hey Julia, what's going on with SGA?
Any student wanting to run for SGA office for the 2018-2019 school year, please see Mrs. Son. Paperwork will be available on Monday, February 26th in her classroom. Speaking of SGA, there will be a meeting on Friday in the library at 7:45 a.m. Bring all your friends and see what's happening. Juniors and seniors, there will be a slideshow during prom. If you have any pictures from over the years that you would like to have in this slideshow, please email them to Mrs. Durrance. On March 2nd, LPHS Avid is hosting a flag football game. The game pits local law enforcement officers and LPHS faculty and students in a fun and spirited game. The proceeds will be put into the LPHS Avid program and used to fund college field trips and other educational field trips and events. The gates will be open at 6:30 p.m. and the entry fee is only $3 per person. The game will begin at 7 p.m. and there will be a tamale dinner fundraiser and the concession stand available. The tamale dinner begins at 5 p.m. Let's check out vocab with Mr. Harris and this day in history with Mr. BERELSMAN.
Good afternoon, Lake Placid High School. Mr. BERELSMAN here with another edition of Quote of the Week. And for this week's Quote of the Week, we are going to keep in tradition with Black History Month, which is the month of February. And I have one of my favorite quotes by Martin Luther King Jr. to share with you guys, and that is, "Love is the only force capable of turning an enemy into a friend." That's all for this week. I hope you guys all have an outstanding week and a great weekend. And as always, remember to maintain integrity.
Bias is the word of the day today. Hi, I'm Mr. Harris, for those of you who don't know me. 10th grade English, by the way. Make sure you take it once. So bias means prejudice in favor of or against something. In my case, I'm very biased towards Lake Placid High School and the Dragons. I got all sorts of stuff. I got my Go Dragons sign hanging. I got my flag for my car. I love the Dragons, and I encourage you to be biased towards Lake Placid and not towards the Devils of Avon Park. Boo! Be biased against them and biased in favor of the Dragons. Have a great day, if you want to.
The Ag Expo Family Night will be held this Friday, February 23rd from 4 to 7 p.m. This great event will include hands-on activities for families to experience the equipment and technology used in agriculture of yesterday and today. This event will be located at the Lake Placid High School track and field. Admission is free and there will be a bounce slide for $1. Pulled pork barbecue dinners will be available for $10 along other light concessions. Are you a Dragon Bank account holder? Are you looking for some dough? Dragon Bank is giving away $50 cash. Look for the sweetheart candies in a glass jar during your lunch and enter your guess for how many candies are in the jar. 2 winners will be drawn at the beginning of March to win $25 each. Don't have an account? Get a Dragon Bank account today. Good luck. The Avid application is now available online. Students, please visit the Lake Placid High School website and click on the Avid link to complete your application today. Do it. Now let's head on over to figure out what it's going to be feeling like outside today with Mikey.
This is MiKEY KRETT here with your afternoon weather. As you can see here, it's going to be partly cloudy, and it's going to be into the low 80s, getting down into the high 70s. And as you can see here, all the rain is still to the west. And as you see here for our 5-day forecast, it's going to be in the high 80s and into the low 80s. And at night, it will be into 70s and into the 60s. And here's something interesting. There's actually, as you see here, there's actually a giant cold front that's heading east, but it's being pushed away by a high pressure system that is right here. And here's something more interesting, is that this is a cold front, which it uses cold air, warm air, and that's what makes it stationary, and that's why we get a lot of rain. And for right here, this is a warm front, and what a warm front does is that there's warm air and it pushes the cooler air away, and doesn't cause that much rain. And this is called an occluded front. It is whenever a cold air mass and a cold air mass push the warm air up, and it keeps going, just releasing the same amount of rain all the time. Now to you in the Sports Center.
What is up, Dragon fans? I'm Karina, and this is DNN Sports. DNN would like to congratulate the boys track team for their win at the Wildcat Relays against Hardy, DeSoto, and Avon Park on Tuesday night. Starting at 5 p.m., softball will go against Glades Day. It's only $1 for students, so make sure you go and show your Dragon pride. Varsity baseball will play in Avon Park at 5 p.m. JV baseball will go home and face against Avon Park at 6 p.m. Go out there and support all your fellow Dragons. Good luck to all our athletes. Now back to Connor in the studio.
DNN will be showing teacher commercials all month. The next teacher is the one and only Mr. BERELSMAN. Take it away.
I love learning. Get out of my class. Get out. Go to Ms. Ramirez's. We're learning in this class. We're learning about World War I. Who can tell me when World War I began? Raise your hand. Devin. 1940. 1940 is correct. Thank you, sir. Who can tell me when World War I ended?
1920.
I'll take that. 1920 it officially ended with the Treaty of Versailles. However, in 1918, the fighting stopped with what? Yes, you. You there, the one not paying any attention. You should come to my class and learn about U.S. history. You may ask why. That is because you live in the United States. Yes, welcome. Welcome to Earth. You are literally standing on U.S. soil. You should at least have some idea on how we got to where we are today. Understand your past and your ancestors' past and the path that they took to get you to where you are today so that you can get a free education in the greatest land on this earth. And though we're not perfect, we're a heck of a lot better than most places on this earth. So come on in and learn a little bit about your ancestors and our past so that you may better understand the present. Thank you, and don't forget to maintain integrity.
And the quote of the day is, if you don't like my driving, then stay off the sidewalk. Have a good day, guys.